Welcome to Retirement Talk with Kevin Bach, the podcast. With over 3 decades of experience and his 6 pillars for a successful retirement, Kevin can help show you the tools and strategies that help build your customized income plan.
We haven't had anybody come into our office that we haven't been able to put into a better position. So we get kind of passionate about the knowledge we've accumulated over the last almost 30 years, and we offer it out to people that want to be put into a better position.
Get more details at IntegrityRetirementSolutions.com. Now, it's time for Retirement Talk with Kevin Bach, the podcast.
We are all working, right? And you're doing as much as you can. You're putting your money away in your 401k or maybe your IRA. And Kevin, you're basically telling me that there's a way to move what I've saved for my 401k into a better option. Can you explain this?
Right. A lot of people know that they can take money out of their 401k to maybe purchase a house. They can take loans out. They can do what's called a hardship distribution. But what some companies have that most people don't know is they can do what's called an in-service, which means you're still working there, non-hardship, you don't have a catastrophe you got to pay for or anything, distribution. You can move that money out of your 401k into something else that is safer, but you still get a fair return on it. Most 401k plans have a lot of different things that you can do, and even the HR directors, they don't understand this a lot of times. I'll have people go ask your HR director, can I do an in-service non-hardship distribution? You say, oh yeah, you can do a hardship distribution, no problem. No, you have to say all the words, in-service non-hardship distribution. And if you can, you have the ability to move that money out of there tax-free into an IRA that you can control. And what happens, the reason people want to do it is they're like, I moved all my money in a money market before the election or whatever it is, and I'm not making any money. I've got $500,000 sitting in there. It was one case, it was $1 million at a half a point. And I said, okay, let me show you what some options are. I showed them some options. I showed them a lot of different options. And whenever I get done, they want to move it in. A lot of them want to move it into what's called a fixed indexed annuity. And now that you're looking over a period of time of 3 to 5% instead of 0.5%. Some years you're going to you could possibly get double-digit returns. Some years, the best case scenario is you'll get a 0. You won't lose any money. That's a best case scenario on a down market. You don't lose any money. And every year that you get a credit on your account, your annuity, that's your new floor. And if there's a market crash, that value will not go down. Recently, we've had high single and low double-digit returns on their fixed indexed annuity. So there's options out there. If you need income, if you want to make sure that you can retire on a certain day, if money's left in say, a 401k or anything that is volatile and the market crashes anytime between now and the time you want to retire, that is going to devastate your retirement if you want to retire on that day. Or you can just extend it out and not retire on that day, wait for it to come back in a few years. And if that's okay, then that's okay. But some people say, I am retiring on December 1st, no matter what. If there's a market crash, I don't want it to bother me. Well, there's ways to accomplish that so that you can retire on that select day. You don't have to change your vacation plans. You don't have to change your retirement party plans. That's another reason of doing the in-service non-hardship distribution, to take control of your money, make sure you get a fair return, and make sure that maybe you have income needs. We can make sure we can turn that into a pension plan. It's like a pension plan where you get money for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. And it also can go to your spouse for as long as they live. And unlike a pension, if there's anything left over, that leftover will go to your heirs. People have to go talk to people that understand all the aspects of it. And if you're just talking to somebody that just sells stocks, that's what you're going to get. If you talk to somebody that just sells annuities, that's what you're going to get. In this office, we can handle anything, any need that you have, most any need that you have.
Yeah, because, everything's under one roof, right?
Right.
Yeah. So from the income planning to the healthcare planning to the legal and legacy planning, making sure you have that income for life, everything is a one-stop shop there at Integrity Retirement Solutions.
Right. And you mentioned earlier fiduciary. Everyone in this industry should be working as a fiduciary. What that means is doing what's best for the client ahead of your own needs. unfortunately, some people don't, or else they wouldn't have these new regulations out there. They wouldn't be, we wouldn't have 50 pages instead of 3 pages when I started in the business back in the early 90s, or actually 89. But everything has taken a different course all through the years. A lot of people have gotten out because they don't like the regulations. We've got 32 years in it. We're here for you. We found out over the years, if you give your clients what they want and what they need, you'll get your due. You don't have to make $1 on everything like some people try to do. A lot of what we do, we don't charge for. We make our money like everybody else. You want to bring your money over here, we can make our money, and sometimes it doesn't even come out of your pocket, but depending on which way you want it to go, and sometimes you may want to pay a fee. We can do so many things in this office to meet your needs, but the bottom line, being a fiduciary is doing what is right for you ahead of our own needs. And that's what everybody should be doing.
And Kevin, again, you've been doing this for over 30 years, and in the office, you have a combined 90 years of experience. You have been around when the market's been up, when the economy's been up and down, different presidents, tax changes, all this good stuff. So what makes you, outside of that, outside your 30 years experience, outside of the fact that you are definitely a one-stop shop where you can kind of complete everything on that retirement to-do list to create that income plan, outside of those two things, what makes you stand out from the advisor, down the block?
Well, a lot of people tell us that we talk at their level, so they understand it. We get letters from clients saying that they enjoyed sitting and talking to us because they don't feel afraid, or they trust us right off the bat. And I had one guy one time. This was years ago. He says, "I'm not showing." The kids called me in. "I'm not showing them my tax return. I am not showing it." So I walk in the door. There he is with it in a manila envelope. And within 2 minutes, he's throwing it down with me and says, "What do you think?"
Oh.
And I mean, we talk to people here. I mean, it's just like trying to know what's in a book without opening it up. We're not haughty. We don't wear suits around the office all the time. You come in here some days on a Friday, we may have jeans on because we don't have any appointments and we're just trying to get some work done. We're very approachable, I guess you could say. When people come in here for their first appointment, they might have a little bit of apprehension. Well, they usually do. And when they leave, and they're laughing, and we're having fun, and the girls out front, they're laughing with them. I even hear them laughing when they're waiting to come in for me to finish up an appointment. They're already starting the laughing process. Some people give cookies, we give laughs.
I like it, though. I mean, you make it fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, we're just fun people, and the knowledge base, every year, other than maybe last year because of COVID, I travel somewhere to learn something new, at least one time a year. We were just down in Atlanta maybe a month and a half ago learning new things. We're constantly updating what we know, and we have to because our clients, we've got some sophisticated clients that come in here and ask the hard questions. If we can't answer those hard questions, then
you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble. They're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So our goal is to be the best. That's probably why we won Best of the Best, is because enough people thought that we were good. We under one roof, we have everything available. You call one number and we can get you answers or direct you to where you have to go by calling one number. It simplifies your retirement. We understand retirement in depth. We've been doing it for 32 years. We've seen the up markets. We've seen the down markets. We've learned that your risk tolerance is not my risk tolerance. My risk tolerance is what I'm comfortable with, which sometimes it can be a little bit more risk. And your risk tolerance is what
you're comfortable with.
Yeah, you have to be comfortable with it. So we work with your risk tolerance, and we find that out by asking you the right questions. I was just thinking about a client we had the other day. I mean, this was a couple years ago, but they went to a local attorney in town, and we wanted them to use our attorney to create this trust, and it was an irrevocable trust to protect assets and qualify for veterans benefits and Medicaid down the road and things like that. They wanted to use their attorney, so they went into this attorney's office, got a trust, they brought it back, we read it. My attorney said, "This is the worst trust I've ever seen. It's a lockbox. You can't get your money out of it if you need it. Nobody can get their money out of it. Just didn't have the right provisions in it to make it work." So they had to pay us to do it right, and pay our attorney to do it right.
Yeah, wow.
Those are the kind of things that we see. We have attorneys that we know do a good job. We have CPAs that we know do a good job for a fair price. Attorneys can help you if they ask you the right questions, but this guy didn't ask this client the right questions. So,
well, I was just going to say, a lot of us, you don't even know the questions to ask. You're just kind of like, okay, well, go ahead and make the plan.
Right. So we work together with different attorneys, and we'll work with anybody's attorney as long as they have a clue. If there's an attorney out there that this is not his area of practice, maybe he's a corporate attorney or she's a corporate attorney, but they want to help you out and they're going to pull down the PA forms and just give you something off there, well, there could be some things missed. Whenever you work together with somebody that's coordinating everything and understands the whole ball of wax, the whole estate, then you're going to get a better result.
Get more details about Kevin Bach and, of course, Integrity Retirement Solutions at integrityretirementsolutions.com. Thank you so much for joining us here for the Retirement Talk with Kevin Bach podcast. Join us next time.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Kevin Bach is licensed in your state, please call 724-837-3553. Integrity Retirement Solutions is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Kevin Bach, NPN Insurance License number 2046427.